Hello, ACE families. Hello, staff and graduates. This is my speech for Tamara. And Tamara Souza has been my student for a couple years since I got here. So again, I have something written for her. I've got some more stuff on her just because I've known her for a little bit longer than Chris. But here goes. Tamara, and I have to read it, so I apologize. I just can't say it without using a script. But Tamara was one of my first students at ACE since I started 2 years ago. And even though I never had her in my academic classes, I got to know her through guidance, career, and life skills. It's hard to think where to start, really, when I'm doing this. So what I'm going to do is list some adjectives, and then I'm going to provide examples of what that looks like through her actions and through the lens of Tamara. First one is ownership/accountability. I think of the portrait of a graduate and all the the mailings that went out with that, and what we think as a community of what a portrait of a graduate looks like. What are those adjectives, or what are those skills that we expect a student to have? So when I thought of that, and I was thinking about her and thinking about ownership and accountability, I thought, you know what, she really kind of embodies this. She identifies her weaknesses. One example would be her procrastination. And I know that she's worked hard to change that, and for all of us, we all have these certain weaknesses, such as procrastination. If, for example, she ran out of time on something, she'd ask to redo it, or would suggest options and like, hey, you know what, if I do it this way, could we do it? Could I maybe have it do tomorrow if I stay after tomorrow or something? So she'd always kind of make a plan, or like I don't want to say a deal, but she kind of make a plan with her teachers to try to make up that. Second would be innovative. She is innovative. One example, again, this doesn't mean it's exclusive to this, but she definitely is innovative in many ways. But one of the reasons why I would say this is because after we spoke about getting somebody to come in for either guidance or other people or the school to talk about finances, she actually had the idea to bring in some guests that she knew who had some experience on coaching in the financial realm. So she had the people come in, and that was right before schools closed down. So I'm glad that we were able to do that. But she did that, and that was I thought it was pretty innovative. And she's like, wait, I've got somebody we can do, we can do that. Next one would be collaborative. Her collaborative/community spirit. Going to Board of Ed meetings for 2 years and representing ACE. Her poise and professional demeanor has been noted by administration members and the community at large. She also has represented ACE through a small student body who attends the STARS meetings and conferences in Southington throughout the year. And Rob can attest to that. The Go Give. When I say Go Give spirit, it's saying how she gives back to the community, how she gives back to the school in some ways. And again, one example is her idea at the beginning of the year was to give back in terms of recognizing a staff member every month, and different member every month, and pooling votes from the entire school body to honor that member at whole school meetings. We call them large guidance. And she had this idea, like I said, at the beginning of the year, and wanted to make sure that the recognition continued after she left. So again, she wanted to start this, and she had her legacy. She wanted to continue that going forward so that we could still do that, obviously, if she's not in the building. Next one would be academics. I mean, silly, right? I would be remiss if I didn't mention this. Being at ACE, she's flourished and has not only won several monthly awards within school. We know them as Ace of Hearts, Ace of Spades, things like that. It's based on academic and scientific nature. But she's also won other awards outside of ACE, not exclusive to the Youth of the Month Award, which was recognized in November 2019 through the Danbury Exchange Club. The CABE Award. CABE stands for Connecticut Association of Boards of Education, which made her eligible to win the Youth of the Year Award for this spring. And the 2020 Women's Club Scholarship Award, and others. So again, there's others, but I wanted to at least list that because she's going to keep winning those things. And one of the last things I want to mention is really quite telling of anyone who knows Tamara, who's had a conversation with her and who's seen her grow, is her faith in God. Lastly, I wanted to mention this because it's the underlying force that guides her every day, and this is her strong faith. And one of the things I appreciate about her in this vein is that she calls on her faith not only when times are bad or when things get tough. That's typically what a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. but it's more commonplace to kind of call on that when things are just going kind of like hard and tough. But I think it's extra special when people are leaning on their faith or celebrating it when things are good, actually. And so that's what I thought was kind of interesting about her, is that she does use her faith and call on God when, when times are good, and she is a big believer in showing gratitude and being thankful for everything she has and people in her life. And she's told me she's grateful for me and all the other teachers in the school, for John. And I'm sure she's told you to your face too how happy she is that she's been here, and I know that she's done that. So I'm proud of her in that way, that she recognizes that. And so we've had many conversations about God, sorry, throughout the time that she's been here. And I feel like her faith is a testament to her success in all facets of her life, not just school, but personal, with her family and everything. So that's really it. And I mean, I could go on, but I just want to be fair to everybody else. But I'm really, really proud of her accomplishments. I wanted to recognize her here, and I wish her the best in college and beyond. And I'm sure we'll be hearing about her more, in the future. So God bless, and thank you, Tamara. Congratulations, and good luck. Okay, bye-bye.